Oh, it is me. I'm here. I started very late today. My little sister had a friend over. Ghost chat. I want to be able to actually see chat while I'm in the game. There's a donkey. There's a mountain in the distance there. There's also mountains behind us. Oh, there's a village up there. There's a village here and there's a village up there. This is a nice spawn. Let's see if we perhaps have a little bit of leather armor. Yes. Okay. This is a start. This is a smokehouse. Okay, food. Food is good. Oh my god, the baby villagers! I haven't seen them yet! Oh my god, their heads are so big! Oh my god! They're bobbleheads! They're little bobbleheads! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, there's so many of them! Oh my god! Oh my... That was adorable. And slightly uncanny? Even split of cute and uncanny. As the days rush along, I'll be there when you want. I'll be there when you want it. Rushes on, and the days rush to dawn. Oh, go, go, we belong together. Okay, I should collect some hay bales. And then I want to collect some cherry wood. I like cherry wood. Big fan of cherry blossom planks. In the cold. In the cold. In the cold. 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 In the cold, cold, cold. There's a ruined portal over there also. This is a very cool spawn in general. And I think there's a high likelihood there's an ancient city right below me. Within 500 blocks of where I'm standing. I think that's a safe bet. It's pretty mountainous. Got some big hills. Ancient cities love big hills. It's where they hibernate. This is maybe a little too short, but there's a lot of hills. A lot of hills around. Oh, love, what do we do? We never want to stay 'cause we never want to lose. Oh, love, where do we run? We always gotta go at the sound of a gun. Take your time, take control, take your heart, take your soul, take your love, take your life, take my hand, take it tonight. You're the dawn, screaming through the dark and silent night. And I am the one waiting in the wings of your life. Oh, love, where do we go? We never want to stay 'cause we never want to lose. And then we're gonna get 1,000,000 saplings, 'cause we get half a stack of saplings from every single blossom tree. If you take my hand, then I'll take your heart. Take your time, take control, take your heart, take your soul, take your love, take your life, take my hand, take it tonight. The rain came down when the night came out, and you always thought it would get much easier. Take your old man's advice and prepare a young heart, 'cause when the war it shakes at the light it starts. In miles and miles. But I swear to God, we're already here. Take your old man's advice and prepare your young heart. Take your old man's advice and prepare your young heart. The weight of the world is resting on your back. And everyone you know says it gets much easier when the weight of the world falls slack. I'll set the sail if you lift the tether. All of the times that we shared together. All of the I accidentally made 2 axes. It's fine. I'll be chopping a lot of wood. It's fine. It wasn't a mistake. It was actually intentional. Take your own advice and prepare young. Hello, Star. I started a new vanilla Minecraft world, and I have nothing. And there's a village down there. There's a village on a hill over there. Yes. I was like, ooh, cherry trees. I know where I'm living. Yeah, there was a rune portal. There's a village over there that I did loot. There's a village over yonder on a big hill that I have not been to yet. Right now, the focus is making a house. And I'm betting within 500 blocks of where I am right now is probably an ancient city. Knowing my luck and knowing how mountainous this terrain is. So, there's a good chance. Given my luck, it would be. The curse. The curse continues into the new version names. All of the sounds and all kinds of weather. Oh no, the ancient cities, they're such a rare structure. They're so rare. They're one of the rarest structures in the game, guys. Okay. Now I need to become a mole man. I can make an above-ground house in the morning, perhaps. I need wood. I need some logs that I can turn into charcoal. Now if a wonder should... How have you been, Star? Every morning brings an ending to our love. In the window with the silence that grows. But she's never known. I need to turn my brightness up. Slowly getting out of nonverbal. That is good. Small steps. Any step forward is still a step. Not bad when she's away. She knows my name, she knows my name, she knows it well. And she knows my face, she knows my face. They was stressed out all day. No! No! Now in the morning she looks out warning, she cried. I love you, dear. Yeah, I was in a bit of a funk for most of last week and the week before. March, like, end of March just does things to people, man. She knows my name, she knows it all. More than herself. But I wish you well, I wish you well, I wish you well, I wish you well, wish you well, I wish you well, I wish you well. Sometimes she stops and moans like a ghost. And the way she throws her words Well, they hurt me to the bone. Oh, they wear me down like stone. In the evening, I see it cold. A wonder she run asunder, it shows that love was just an excuse to be loved. Not that bad when she goes. Okay, we got a nice little house. No bed yet, but I can get one in the morning. Now it's time to dig. It's digging time. My favorite night one activity is digging. Oh, a sad song. A sad song. Oh my god, emeralds! I will come back for those emeralds when I have an iron pickaxe that can actually mine them. This whole world is just like very in my comfort zone. I've got keep inventory on. So I'm not gonna lose anything ever. I'm a big fan of keep inventory on. Sometimes I like to play with it off just to like see if I can handle it. And then I'm just like, this sucks. Usually I do that when I also have like the corpses mod on though. So I don't have a chance of actually losing everything. Because when I lose everything, I'm just like, well, that's the world gone. Yeah. I say, you say, what's the deal? It's a very short life with no appeal. Time to kill and I got pills to take. I'm so moody. I need a new pickaxe. Everybody wants to love you. You're the apple of my eye, what I'm always eating. Everybody wants to love you. Everybody wants to... I did not need to smelt anything. Been in so many places with keep inventory and don't want to lose stuff anymore. Yeah. 'Cause I'm in love with everything you do. Ooh. I have a hard time with being normal about losing in video games. I've gotten better over time, but it's still, like, genuinely really painful for me to lose stuff in video games. Especially when you get to, like, later game stuff. Got bored and accidentally made custom races in vanilla. Oh my god. The power of coding. The power of Java. Give it a pretty menu. Ooh. The power of data packs. Say you love me too. Little me needed guys to survive in video games. Yeah. Plug in. I was close-ish. May please come falling fast and there's no stopping this disaster. Won't you save me, won't you save me? Wow. Yeah. But I won't rest until you're back. It's like old times again. So good back then. Yeah, game wikis are my friend. I love me a game wiki. I'll be like, no use for any of this, oh no. Perhaps someone will. So much time in the Pokemon wiki. Hell yeah. I was thinking, like, the other day, I was like, when I was a kid, I wanted to go so much harder into all the things I liked, and then I just never got to, because everything costed money. Money that my parents did not have. It's like, I want a DS so I can play Pokemon. No. DS costs money, Pokemon costs money, but you can buy the cards with your allowance money. I think one time I even asked my parents, like, what if I save up my own money for a DS? And they were like, no. So I don't know what was up with that. I don't know. I just remember that happening. And I'm not sure why. I do remember at one time I was saving up my allowance money and then my sister stole some of my money and bought Skylanders with it. Yeah, I was mad and she was like, "Oh no. In return for me buying this thing you did not want with your money, I'll let you have one of them and you can say it's yours." Like, thanks? I guess? Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Sure, I will take your Cinder and your Greninja, I suppose. Open up the door. I need more iron. I could dig more. But also I can see if this stony beach has any exposed iron. My little make-believe star. So, oh dear, what's your hurry? Can't you see I'm worried just for you, surviving everything from me? And baby, can you blame me? Just want you back safely, heaven knows just where you're off to when you leave. There's a lot of coal, but there's no iron. I do not need more coal at the moment. There's a lava pit over there, and it's burning all the grass. But darling, where you been? Don't you know you're better off with me? Oh, don't you know you're better? Ooh, don't you know you're better? Don't you know you're better off with me? There's a very shallow cave here. Are these playing in order? Or no? They are. It's like, this seems a little too in order. Okay. I'm gonna properly shuffle it now. Can you stay? Can you stay? Just a little bit longer. Can you stay? Can you stay? Just a little bit more. 'Cause you've been mine for all of time. 'Cause you've been mine. I feel like I should be at least seeing 1 or 2 pieces of iron at this level, but whatever. I know that sea level is not the... Sea level is one of the less common levels to find iron. Because we're just not high enough. Dark over dark, and it fits me like a glove. When I fight through the night with just a little bit of your love, 'cause you've been mine for all of time. Yes, you've been mine. Can you stay? 'Cause you have my heart. Can you stay? 'Cause you have my heart. You've been mine for all of time. You've been mine. Aging bones, they can't stand alone. Oh, love, the rhythm of my heart. It's gone silent. It's just some sound as I hit the ground. And it goes away. It's like, why am I not placing any more torches? I'm not in possession of any more torches. Oh, can you stay? 'Cause you have heart. Can you stay? 'Cause you have my heart. Can you stay? 'Cause you have my heart in mine for all of time. 'Cause you've been mine. I can grab this emerald now. I finished this one episode, see you in 22 minutes. Alright. See you then. I'll probably be deep underground. My shovel broke. Put one foot in front of the other, and we'll be fine. We're two cruel vultures of a feather, and this is our time. My create instincts are telling me to harvest all of this andesite, but I don't have create. We'll get in love and just enough to think we could make it alone. We were tied to be tough kids, but I guess that's just the way it goes. Even though I know that we don't have much time, we might make it if we try. Raise a glass to the tough kids that didn't make it in the Dust Bowl. Not just me and mine, it's a dog-eat-dog world. On to the end of the line. The dark days and the cruelest ways that our blood burned on way. Well, we're young and in love and just enough to think we could make it alone. We were time to be tough kids, so just the way it goes. So I know that we don't have much time, we might make it if we try. Raise a glass to the tough kids that didn't make it in the Dust Bowl. We should have been from the past, we should have passed. Shake it until we make it through the hourglass. Hello, conductor. How you doing? But don't try it, the clock's ticking, we can't miss it. Each pass the point of no return. Good, just tired? Amen. Don't try it, don't try it, don't try it. My sleep's been very chaotic the past couple days. But I guess that's just the way it goes. Know that we don't have much time, we might make it if we try. So the last to the tough kids that didn't make it in the Dust Bowl. I do a Terraria stream Wednesday. Ooh. I did pop onto the Terraria server for like 20 minutes the other day. No one else was there. I was like, this is not scratching my brain itch at the moment. But I might play sometime this week also. I'm not sure if I'll stream. Yeah. And I was exploring the caves. I went a little bit in either direction on the overworld or the surface. And just everywhere I went, Blizzy tombstones. Everywhere I turned, another Blizzy tombstone. But I know you won't stop, you just can't say no. The toxic argument If you're away from me, and I know you won't stop till you lose control. You're ahead of yourself, just trying to get a hold of yourself. It's like, more time, she's so long after the 808s all fade away. Press and replay. I say I'm not really one to talk about tombstones being everywhere. I'm doing my my modded run in my own time. Masochist death mode. I just defeated the lunar pillars. Haven't gotten the Moon Lord yet. That one's a work in progress. But I probably got killed by the Nebula Pillar like 50 times. I was crashing out. I was losing my marbles. And I only managed to defeat it when I managed to lure it over, because the Nebula one specifically can move. So I had to lure it over to my house, where I was spawning, and then it didn't get a chance to fully regen before I was back. Because of Fargo's mod, lunar pillars are terrible. Ah! I'm doing summoner. Yeah. I love summoner. I love having an army of little guys. But it also is kind of hard to do a lot of fights. Though I will say that the pillars is the only real sticking point I've had since the mechanical bosses. Because the challenge and builds. Yeah. I'm currently trying to figure out how I should be built to take down the Moon Lord. While the pillars were still up, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take this opportunity to defeat Astrodeus. That was really hard. That probably took a couple dozen tries. And I was always getting very close. I got, like, down to, like, 5 digits of health multiple times, like, load 5 digits. And then I finally did it. What do I got? I am currently using the Wither Blossom Staff from Calamity. The Stardust Cell Staff. I was trying out the Raven Staff for a couple Moonlord goes, but I don't know if it's actually contributing anything. I'm using Cryogenic Staff from Calamity for my sentries. Not good enough in that difficulty, better for wave stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, this is not contributing meaningfully. I would be better just having all Stardust cells. Xeno. I think No, I don't have a Xeno staff, I don't think. I did the Martian invasion, and then I died when the saucer showed up. Yeah, I might double back around and do that at some point. Let me look at the time. It's 12:15 for me. Neoni time! I see. Okay, let me pull it up. Alright, it is queued. Don't have the dance emote. Unfortunate. Leave it to the land. This is what it knows. Honey, that's how it is. Don't let it in with no intention to keep it. Jesus Christ, don't be kind to it. Honey, don't feel it, it will come back. Set up songs the other day, very cash money. Hell yeah. Bro. I wasn't close enough to that creeper to actually land a hit. I'm something else when I see you. Don't understand. You should never know how easy you are to me. Don't let me in with no intention to keep me. Jesus Christ, don't be kind to me. Honey, don't feed me, I will come back. There's two of them, okay. Is the reach shorter? I feel like I'm needing to get closer than I used to. Maybe my depth perception's just off. My in-game depth perception. Through the cold, my way. You know what is different though is the glow lichen is way brighter than I remember. It's like so much brighter. I'm like, is there access to the sky down here? Nope, it's glow lichen. They actually made it emit an amount of light. Trying to show us your bone. Hear me howling outside. I really like the look of it though. I like that it actually is providing light to the surroundings. Ooh, diamonds! Ooh, more diamonds! And I have this Aqua Affinity helmet. Hell yeah. Don't you hear me howling? Don't you hear me howling, baby? What is in here? A magma block. I could not pick up the magma block. Yeah! Server can't wait to make farms and such small mini games. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Sure. Right. It has been queued. No! It's fine, I have keep inventory on, but I would have preferred to not have lost my place in the cave. I can check out this village, though. I saw this village and then I did not look at it. Not like this. Not like this. I do kind of want to just dig straight down through this mountain. It's not really a mountain, it's a big hill. So how far up does this mountain go? What, 120? 130? 120 is my bet. Come on now. Hell yeah. That was the block I was focusing on when I made that prediction. Fish. Planning on hopefully doing a test workshop stream. Oh. Oh, there's iron here. Cave entrance. Is it a good one? It looks like it might not be. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, it is good. This is giving me very specific memories to... I was playing... At one point, me and my friends played on an Origins server together, just like a little one. We ran through Essential Mod. And that cave up there reminded me of a cave system we explored. We were on the... We did a big caving expedition at one point. Am I down at 54? I'm only at negative 23. Yes, yeah. There's a giant pool of water. I forgot about the giant pool of water right behind me. Da, 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 da. Technically... I could make some... You're my guest, yeah, it's time to atone. Just make some real quick obsidian. Perhaps hop into the nether real quick. Once I have... I'll grab the obsidian and I'll bring it back to my house, and then I'll make another portal there. And then I can go to the nether when I actually have full iron. And I burn so bright and I burn so pretty. Take a picture, sign my name. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, you hate to shame me, but you still kind of suck. You got a certain kind of je ne sais quoi. No, it's never your fault. You should have stayed up in your dead daddy's balls. Is my helmet's still doing okay? Not great. Then what should be the first project testing one? I know what the first main project would be. Decisions. Someone in this room got a message from God, but boy, I don't think it's you. I was like, I wonder if I can dig a path across this pit, but I don't think I can. At least not through the lava. The water's gonna run out before I get there. Yippee! You're back. We were at the bottom of the world and then I died to fall damage. But now we are back almost at the bottom of the world. We're at negative 27? 23? Negative 23. things. I collected some obsidian. Neoni indeed. No, the odds! What's happening with... I just realized... I don't think my streamer bot's working. My streamer bot's not starting. I was like, why am I not seeing my... the notifications? It should be automating things. Messages in chat. Like, it's literally not even popping up in... like, it's starting and then it's killing itself. Like, I go into Task Manager and it shows up for a second and then it disappears. I guess there's just no ad notifications today. Okay, didn't quite get it in before the next song. It's okay, we get a Willwood break in the middle of the Neoni. What if the winds caught up with me? Started to change when I think. Like a light, or like a kite, fly away. Way to the fear of color. You live in black and white, or else you're... You returned, yay. I dug straight down for a little bit, and then I ended up in a lower cave. And also, I was trying to bring my streamer bot to life. But every time I clicked on it, I was looking at Task Manager because I was confused why it wasn't starting. I was literally in Task Manager and I would click on StreamerBot and I would see it there for a second and then it would kill itself. So no app notifications for me today. That is crazy. I love to waves. I forgot, remember to forget. It's times like this that make me wish that I wish I could live, but I don't wish I could live, but somebody's got to stay. But they don't know, they don't know, they don't know that the body's mine. None of us to identify. No, they don't know, 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 they don't know. Sorry. I have no water. You know what? I need a trip back to the surface anyway. What does that say about nightmares? I'll stay awake tonight. I wanna make my murder look like a suicide. But they don't know, they don't know, they don't know that the body's mine. I accidentally hit my mic. But they don't know, 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 they don't know. It's mine. Wow. It has been queued. I know. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. What I wanted to do was make some shears, and then I went on a long mining trip. I can make a bed. There's sheep around here. I've seen them. Let's not jump down the mountain. Where did they go? Yoo! I'll hang on to the helmet, and I need something gold when I go into the... Yup. Every stream. I need 2 more, and then I can go to the Nether. I just had the momentary thought of, I wonder if this is still in spawn chunks, and then I remembered they got rid of spawn chunks. RIP spawn chunks. A relic of the past now. I should have grabbed enough obsidian for a... She grabbed enough for an enchanting table. I should fully, like, saplings, sticks. I'll keep the sticks, actually. On the grind to get channel points. Let's see. $42K, oh my god. Honestly, that does seem right. I don't know if I'm imagining this, but the obsidian looks more blue than it used to. I feel like I might be imagining it, though. I think that's likely that I'm imagining it. What a spawn! Go to work now. Alright. Water the raccoon is the hydrate check, yes. I have an emote I'm working on for that, but then I think about it and I'm like, oh, I have other things, so many things to draw. This is... That is actually the plan for the emote, which is like a little watering can watering me. Yes. The same brain cell. And like, so when I was making this model, I wanted to add like a little plant sprout on it. Because I was like, my Sona needs more features. So I'm good. I was like, I'll add more planty bits because he's planty guy. Raccoon shaped plant. Hello? Ma'am? Hello? No. The sheep is very much not supposed to be in hell. It's not going back through the portal. No. Why are you here? Why won't you go back? Will you go back now? Are you far enough away from the Nope! Entities, it's supposed to be instant! I don't know what's happening! I need to, like... I'll bring it over here. And I'll push it back over. It's not even moving! Okay, there we go! Ah! Okay. No more sheep in hell! But, yeah, my idea for the emote is I'm gonna have, like... It's gonna start with, like, a wilted sprout on my head, and then the watering can waters me, and then it becomes greener and more alive. I've started drawing it. But then I keep getting to the part where I actually have to start moving things. I'm like, oh, how do I do this? I got pretty far at one point, but then I was like, oh no, this layer format is awful for this. I was like, oh no, I'll just do it all. I'll do all of it on one layer. Not one layer, but like I'll do all the line art on one layer. I'll do all the colors on one layer. But yeah, now the current iteration is... I did not need to make this staircase this thick. I'm just making it harder for myself. Ah! Ah! I didn't know where it was either. I was just like running around it. I was like, I don't know where it's coming from. I like mobs showing up on maps, yeah. I like having a map. My screen feels naked without a map and without Jade. Ooh! Okay. Fortress. Hello? Oh no! Not even a skull to show for that. Okay. Just gonna make some refuge points. Hello? It has been. If only I was doing the fucking bingo that I was doing whenever, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. If only I was doing that. I did not finish it. My first run was really bad. I got, like, nothing in 4.5 hours, and I had to ask the guy running it. I was like, hey, am I allowed to restart it if it's truly a lost cause? And he was like, yeah. And then I restarted, and I was doing pretty well, and then I lost my house. And part of my thing was, you need to place 14 beds next to each other. And I had 9 at my base, and I spent 2 hours looking for a desert. Conductor's not here anymore, but he witnessed it. He witnessed me. He witnessed me hunting for 2 hours for a desert. And then I found a desert. And I found cactus. And then I couldn't find my way back home. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'll look through my VOD, I'll see, like, if I can figure out where my house was, and then I got really, really burnt out and anxious. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a week and a half off of streaming. Minecraft was not having it. Nope. Not at all. Didn't even give me an ancient city below my spawns. My first bingo board had enchanted golden apple on it. And there were big hills! There's big hills. And no city. I couldn't find one. There weren't even big caves down there. It was all short caves. The one time I need it! The one time. Every time I don't need it, I'm just exploring. I'm just exploring, minding my own business. I wonder what's down in this cave. Oh no, not again. Not this time, though. It's because I was looking for it. Now that the game has recognized that I've established that pattern, it's not gonna give it to me anymore. I realize I just can't stop wasting all my time. I know it's such... He figured this out. Shut it down, boys. Mm-hmm. Listening to that last song reminded me I need to check on Igloo at some point. I still haven't. Once you go, you're never gonna stop. Oh, once you go, you're never gonna stop. Once you go. On Igloo. She likes Bear Ghost, so now Bear Ghost reminds me of Igloo. Burn through the night. It's a silent storm in the moving toward, and we're a ship that's lost at sea. Oh, once you go, you're never gonna stop me. Oh, once you go, you're never gonna stop. Once you go, you're never gonna stop. You're running through this life. We run out of time. Burning through this life. It's hard. This life. Moving through the night. Oh. Through the night. Mm-hmm. 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 Tonight we've run out of time. We're waiting through this night. We've run out of time. This night we've run out of time. Waiting through this life, this heart, this life, moving through moving through the night. Okay. Where'd my portal go? It's around here somewhere. I didn't go that far. Would hang out, not tonight. There it is! I was looking the wrong way. Okay, I do not want to go back quite yet. Everybody's watching me, just waiting for something to go wrong. This party going on. 5 on cooldown. Okay, I cannot cross that with my current supplies. Unless I bridge with soul sand, which sounds like a nightmare. And I also need the soul sand for growing warts. There's party going on. There's party going on. Everybody's watching me, just waiting for something to go wrong. There's party going on. No, I can't quite make it. Alright, I can. Now we want to sleep. Me when I say I'm gonna go to sleep and then I'm awake for another 3 hours. I'll be alright. I get by just staying inside the rest of my life. Everybody's watching me, just waiting for something to go wrong. There's party going on. Public approval, read me on orbit. Party going on, there's party going on. Body's watching me. I did manage to get my sleep a little more under control for a little bit. But then now the past couple days, since it's fallen back into chaos, my mental health's been better. So I don't know if that's... correlation does not equal causation. I don't know if I'm committing a fallacy by correlating that. Like, I don't know if I'm committing a logical fallacy, but it might be helping my mental health to stay up until 6 a.m. Try to sleep 1 hour earlier each week. Ooh. Oh, I still gotta get a new therapist. My last therapist was good, but they also work at a children's hospital that I have aged out of. We agreed, hey, maybe I should get an adult therapist again. So I'd been seeing him for like a year. Because I needed a therapist letter for my surgery. I loved that children's hospital. My PCP was great. Like, all the doctors that I had there were great. But also, I'm 22. And, like, if... Like, I started seeing this therapist when I was still 20. It was a week before my 21st birthday. like, probably if I'd done the intake, like, a week later, they might not have taken me. They definitely wouldn't take me if I tried to become a new patient right now. And then my therapist was going on medical leave for, I think, all of January. And we were just like, you know what? This feels like the good point to transition care. And then she gave me a list of therapists, and then I have looked at them. I have looked at them, but then I got overwhelmed when it got to the put in your payment info section. I was like, it's 3 a.m. and I need to ask my parents what credit card number I need to put in. It might have even been like 6 a.m. It was really early. And I had not slept. I was like, you know what, this is a good time. And then it was like, you need to put in your card info to set up this consultation. I was like, oh no. Oh no, I don't know. And then I started getting paranoid about copay prices. I was like, is this too much? How much are you supposed to pay for a therapist? Pay 30? Yeah, the prices I was seeing was around 200 to 250 USD. Which is, I think, normal for the US. Because mental health is crazy expensive. I'm sure there are cheaper places, but the two I was looking at both had very similar price points. And there was more on the list that my therapist gave me. So I'm gonna need to, like, sit down and, like, weigh, like, which of these providers is gonna be best? Yeah. It's very, very justified fear. The fun thing, though, the one thing I will say is that you are not obligated to ever pay your medical bills here, because medical debt can't count against your credit score. Like, I took a financial literacy class in senior year of high school, and one of the pieces of advice our teacher gave us was, whatever bills you have, pay your medical bills last. Because they don't count towards your credit score. So, basically, there were some banks in, like, the 60s, and they said, hey, what if we let people, like, what if we let people buy things when they don't have money? And then the way we measure how much money we'll let them use before they give us the money back is going to be based on how good they are at paying the money back. Yep. So basically, like, if you have a good track record of paying the bank back the money that you borrowed from them, your credit score goes up, and then that lets you borrow more money. And if you have a good credit score, then you can take out bigger loans for things like cars and houses. In general, though, credit is very evil. It's a very evil concept, made by evil people, for evil purposes. But it is a thing that a lot of people have to worry about. Yeah, so, like, your credit score is affected by a lot of things. Like, if you have, like, if you took out a loan for a car, or if you, like, have a mortgage, that, like, if you're late on those payments, it negatively affects your credit score. That doesn't happen with medical bills. So, like, if you have a $1,000 medical bill, then it can just sit there forever and it won't affect your credit score. Meanwhile, if you're $1,000 short on your mortgage, that's gonna have a big impact on your credit score. And then the bank's gonna be less likely to give you more money next time. And then credit score is universal, so every bank has access to it. So, like, let's say you borrowed $5,000 from the Bank of America, and you were late on some payments, and so now your credit score has gone down. Now, if you try to borrow money from Wells Fargo, they're going to be able to see your FICO credit score. FICO is like the organization that runs the credit scores. Yeah. Financial literacy class is very helpful for navigating the U.S. economy. Even though I've not fully entered into it. Yeah. I have all this knowledge about how like, I know how taxes work. I can calculate taxes. Like, I know what a W-2 is. That's the, like, employee tax form. Like, the standard one. It's like, you work for a business as a normal employee. The W-2 is, like, the tax form you fill out. And then you have to send it to the IRS. And the IRS knows how much money you make, but they won't tell you. You have to guess how much money you made in a year. Right? So, the IRS monitors all of your, like, federal income tax from the job you work. Because your employment is linked to your social security number. Or your worker's visa or whatever. And then once... Yeah, and then every year they're like, okay, we know how much money you made, but you're gonna have to fill out your own taxes. We're not gonna tell you how much money you owe us. And, like, part of, like, a W-2 and, like, filing taxes and all of that, part of it is you can, like, part of a W-2 is you set aside a certain amount of money out of each of your paychecks. And generally, you want to overshoot that a little bit. And then, in April, you get a little bit of money back from the government if you paid them too much. So basically, you have to preemptively predict how much money you will have made in the year. And then in each of your paychecks, you need to pay a little piece of that over the year. But then if you give them too much money, they give the extra back. But then you still have to say how much you really owed on the forms at the end of the year, or they'll get mad at you and be like, no, that that isn't how much you owed. You owed us more. But you still paid us more than you said. Yeah, like, business taxes seems like just another layer of confusion. Like, oh my god. Like, I know, like, individual level taxes. Like, we literally had a unit in the class, and it was just about how to fill out, or, like, how to calculate taxes and stuff. I have my notebook around here somewhere. I found it the other day. I think I'm looking at it. It's on the other side of my room. But then, for taxes, there's different income brackets. So depending on how much money you make, you pay a different amount of taxes. But then for each bracket, so like, hold on. I want to go and grab the sheet. Because I got a cheat sheet on the different tax brackets. There's a lot of misconceptions about tax brackets in the US. There's so many misconceptions. Because people don't know how taxes work because no one ever teaches them in school. Which is why financial literacy class is important. Okay. Country difference always makes me question how much of this do I need to learn. Yeah, I don't know how it works for other countries. But I do know exactly how it works for the US. And yet I'm still scared of... I'm still scared of making... I'm still scared of having to deal with taxes eventually. Okay, this is not it. This is all my AP English language and composition stuff. Where's my other folder? I hope you can. Listen up, my friends, got some things I'd like to say. For today, put your hands together. Haha! LT1 taxes summative. Sounds scary, especially because I was horribly bad in this one class I have to translate the name of. Okay. So this is the tax rate in 2021. This was a 2021 to 2022 class. So this was like up to date. 4 years ago. So... if you make up to $9,950, that's a 10% tax rate. Financial accounting. Oh. So you pay 10% on anything, all your income up to $9,950. And then, so that percentage, only that percentage applies to only that amount of money. And then from $9,951 to $40,525, only that section, only that amount of your income is then taxed at 12%. And then the next bracket is 40,526 to 86,375, and then only that section of your income is taxed by 22%. So, once you cross a bracket threshold, only that section that is over the threshold gets taxed the new percentage. And what happens sometimes is people turn down raises at their job because they're like, no, I'm going to lose more of my money now to taxes because I'm going to be taxes at a higher rate. That's not how it works. If you take the raise, only the section of that raise that is above in the next bracket gets taxed the higher rate. So you're still making more money. Never turn down a raise because it's entering a new tax bracket. In the US, at least. I've legitimately heard people like, oh no, I turned down a raise because it put me in a new tax bracket. So? That don't mean shit for the rest of your money. But yeah, that's my TED Talk on American taxes. Oh my god! Oh my god, it has stripes! Like a baby hog! 'Cause they are baby hogs! I saw baby villagers earlier. They're full-on bobbleheads. They look like Funko Pops. I got... My shit got rocked by hoglins. Do not scare away with taxes. Time you tried to sleep. Yes, it is very late. One last Neoni. I'm ready. Not the TurboTax ads! Never say die. It has been queued. Take me to the late show, let's go. What's the movie where you wanna go? I'm addicted to the night, sipping on this soda pop rock. I'm realizing I don't know if there's gonna still be baby villagers here. There might not be. This area might have been loaded for too long. They might have all grown up. Oh no! That is so big! And it's a cube! They're Funkos! They're literally Funkos! And it's a cube! Cube head! It's not even long! Just full on Funko! 100%! I did not loot this chest. It is. They're Funko Pops. Just fully. It's incredible, really. I'm addicted to the nightlife, take me to a late show, let's go. It's the movie where you wanna go. Addicted to the nightlife, sipping on the soda pop rock. What's a movie where you wanna go? I'm addicted to the nightlife, take me to a late show, let's go. What's a movie where go? I'm addicted to the nightlife, sipping on the soda pop rock. I might actually wrap up stream soon. I set myself the soft goal of 2 hours, and I've hit that now. But it's not a strict limit. It's also 1:30 a.m. I'm gonna make a wart room, and then that's gonna be the last thing I do. Yes. I'll make a duel. I'll make a wart room, and then I'll make a shroom room. Another emerald! Another one! More emeralds than I've ever mined. Not actually, but... I was led to believe that emerald ore was rare. Now I don't know what to believe. we'll do that. I forgot that gives you this CD Place achievement. Seeds. I gotta put a door on here. Because until this room is full of mushrooms, it's not gonna be safe. Alright. I think I'll stick around for Pelican's Wee, and then I'll be the end of stream. Gotta go. Yes. Good night. Okay. I'm gonna put down these chests also. King and queens of the pelicans, we know all the birds so grand we see. None but we have feet like fins with lovely leathery throats and skin, black skin, pelican. We think no bird so happy as we. Black skin, pelican. We think so then and we thought so still. I usually can't hit that note that cleanly. Wow. We live on the Nile we love. By night we sleep on the cliffs above. Day we fish in the tea stand. I'm from the yellow sand. And some slowly down in the great white house on town. The sun's fasting, and under the eye the starlight skin. Into when we dance so finding a future of one piece song. In our mouth as pelicans ought. It's a song that we know needs. King and queens of the pelicans. My laptop unplugged for a second. None but we have feet like fins with lovely leathery throats and gin. Skin, ball, skin, pelican, gin. We think no bird so happy as we. Oh, skin, ball, skin, pelican, gin. We think so then and thought so still. not gonna let any more play. That's gonna be it for today. Got some good starting progress. Got full iron. I'm counting this as full iron because I have enough materials for a helmet, but this is a good helmet, so I'm not replacing it. We don't really have a house. This will be a house eventually. I'll make it a really nice hole in the ground. Yeah. Had a little nether of it. A little nether adventure. We didn't die in the stronghold, but we did... Not the stronghold, the fortress. We didn't die in the fortress, but we did get our shit rocked by pigs. Yeah. Next time, hopefully, I'll do an art stream. I meant to do one today, and then my tablet was dead, so I couldn't. But I have some commissions I could have been working on today. And I did work on them earlier. I'll probably work on them later. Whatever. That's it for me today. Hold on. Look at me running commands. Oh no, my streamer bot's dead, so it doesn't work. I was like, oh, let me do my commands. Nope. My streamer bot's dead. And it won't wake up! I don't know why. I gotta figure that out. I think I probably just need to restart my machine. Whatever. Yeah. That's it for me today. Bye.